What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Valhalla. It's time for you and me to serve up some Cobalt Velvet. Cobalt Velvet for Mr. Detective. Let's jump in on the sea right here. There we go. We got 2 Adelaide, some Flannerguide, a little bit of Karmatrine, and then we throw it on the rocks and mix it on up. Mix it. There it is. So Cobalt Velvet, here you are. Oh, you actually did it. Were you expecting me to mess up so you'd have to pay? No. So what made you accept the contract anyways? Keeping in mind all the risks that you already told me last time. Well, he told me he wanted me to see her again, or one last time, or at the very least, deliver her a message. He could have been lying. Yes, people lie. You've made your point. Even then, I felt like I couldn't say no. I mean, I know what it's like not being able to find your daughter, and what it's like to be apart from her, not knowing what she's doing, or even if she's alright. You do? I have a daughter. She's about your age. When she was a teen, we had a big fight and she ran away from home. At first, I just waited for her to show up. But then I started getting worried and went out to find her. I couldn't find any trace of her. Nobody has seen her. Soon I was worried if something might have happened to her. I guess that's how my tracking skills and list of contacts began to grow. I finally found her taking cover in some dumpster, unconscious from starvation. So, yeah. I just couldn't say no to her request after finding his daughter, or his request. But I don't expect you to understand. So how's the search going? I'm very close to finding her. That girl's pretty good at covering her tracks. Compared to her from before the bank incident, though, she seems a bit slower somehow. Either she's let her guard down, or something else is happening. What do you do when you find her? I have this letter I'm supposed to deliver. I don't know what it says, and I don't want to find out. What if she tries to kill you? It might not look like that, but... I may not look like it, but I can take care of myself, bartender. You don't stay so long in this business without picking up a couple of tricks. I guess you're right. Alright, I better get back to work before the trail goes cold. Come again. You done? Yeah. Alright then, I want you here tomorrow at 8 p.m. No working beforehand. The bar will be closed tomorrow. Come dressed in your absolute best. We're having a party, after all. Alright. Where's Gil, by the way? He stored all of our things in his home because of how close it was to the stores. So I told him to go home already and bring the stuff tomorrow. I see. Well, see you tomorrow, boss. Hold on, wait a bit. I'll go with you. Oh, sure, thanks. Yup. I know this small party. Why is she... See, that's part of the reason we're going out of business right now is because she's throwing me giant bonuses every day. Got that $800. Merry Mega Christmas. Let us celebrate Santa's resurrection as the Mega Santa that saved Christmas from the Redmonds. Huzzah. You know there's going to be internet posts about Christmas. Spending Christmas with the waifu and whatnot. Let's see. Isn't it sexist to have an army of robot women? The ones without artificial intelligence, mind you. The King of the West, Kanye, from the western nation of Kanyavanya, has approximately 6,000 robot soldiers, all of whom look like the hottest girls around. But is this show of quirkiness from the wacky dictator problematic? Those dictators from Venezuela or whatever just do what they want and don't give a shit, Mariana Zimmer, 35, told the Augmented Eye during a street interview. They're all pretty hot, though. If I was him, I'd have done the same. Why bother with the real thing when you can just make them from scratch and match your every need? More as we investigate. Yuri is the best show this season. If you weren't a fan of Yuri or Slice of Life shows already, then be prepared to join the Mo Church this season with the premiere of Yuri, one of the funniest shows I've seen in recent years. The pals of the popular Danger U forum seem divided, however. This is such obvious pandering. Remember when anime was about women doing womanly things and beating the shit out of each other? What is this trash? You girls are just haters who hate their lives. I'm gonna marry Sheena Sue. Wake me up inside. You can catch YY every Friday on RSTV. The messages have suddenly stopped and everything is normal again. Still, we can't help wondering what's the deal. Was it a prankster or someone who just discovered how to subvert public communication channels in Lilim? Either way, some reports indicate that Lilim behavior has been rather unusual as of late, although we can only imagine the confusion that they were going through. Not the first time either. Let's not forget something similar that happened 5 years ago when Lilim advancement was at its historic high. Fortunately, nothing came out of it. What will happen again? Only time will tell. What's going on 4chan here? Looks like it's the same stuff as usual. Fine then. I didn't want to talk about Mega Christmas anyways. I should save my game just in case it crashes or something. It hasn't done it yet. But just saying, every time I don't save, something goes wrong. Let's go buy some shit. We should buy some things. Assorted cartridges. Maneki Neko. Hell yeah, let's buy a PlayStation, son. $1,500? Alright, well, I'm gonna buy one anyways because I've got cash. Where did that go in my house? I just bought it. Where did it go? Is it that one right there? Ancient PC instead of a cardboard box. Stocking up that house, making it look good. Good evening, Jill. I told you to come in the nicest clothes you have, and you came in your uniform. These are the nicest clothes I have with me. Besides, you and Gil are in your uniforms, too. Well, I can't really show up in casual clothing. I'm being monitored. What about the kilt you wore that one time? I'm still surprised that one didn't break the dress code somehow. And you, Gil? I don't have that many clothes to begin with. You people depress me. Well, everything's in place back here. Hey, Alma's here. You know, there was a time when people greeted others before saying stuff like that. Come on, Jill. Greet her properly. Welcome to Valhalla. Wait. Man, if that's not a sign that you need to ease up on the work, I don't know what is. Shut up. It's become a reflex. Wait, Alma also came in her usual attire. Why aren't you saying anything to her? Ribbed sweaters get a free pass. Why? Silly question. Never mind. Jamie came earlier, too. The dogs went with him to get some ice. Don't we have it? Trying to take it out of the bartending station's a chore, so it's better to buy some outside. Huh. What were you doing back there, Alma? Setting up the food warmer? The what? I bought it 3 days ago. It's amazing. It looks just like a set of wires, but you can create a frame with them. Put the food inside it, press a button, and watch as it warms the food up, just like a microwave. It's an infomercial bauble, though. Really useful, but tricky to handle at the same time. One wrong move, and we'll be out of food for the night. Everything will be scorched in a second. Oh. So you've bought infomercial stuff, too? Haven't you? It's at the very least a good idea for gifts. Well, dynamic entry! Finally, at least somebody came after me. Is it weird that I've already heard that 3 times in the last hour? Oh, don't be like that. She's not saying it out of malice or anything. She just found it funny. You're taking her side now? Jealous? You wish. You don't need to fight for me. We're not. I'll go check the microwave wires thing. I'm starting to get hungry. Great idea. Back. Oh. Ah, hello, Jill. Soldier, you're late. Hey, Jay. See, that's how you greet people right there. You shut it. I'll go help I'll go help Sweater Pups. Something wrong? She's not good with dogs. Oh. Alright, we're all here so we can start. Yo! Anchorage! Alma? I know what I said. How's the food doing? It's doing well, but it'll take a bit. Can't you speed it up? I've used those microwave wire things before. It's either warm nicely but slowly or burn that bitch. So how long? 15 minutes or so. A bell will ring when the time comes. Oof, we need to kill some time then. Alright, let's play Truth or Dare. What? I'll pass. Games are for kids. I'm in. Sure, I'll play. Sounds fun as long as that matters, or as long as that much stays away from me. It'll make the time pass faster. You'll play. Alright then, the rules are simple. If you get picked, you either pick Truth or Dare. After you finish, you get to pick somebody else. We'll go like that until the food's done. What about punishment games? Those are a hassle. Just issue new questions or challenges until the other person complies. That said, Jill. Yes? You start. Pick somebody. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna pick Gil because we haven't learned anything about Gil this entire game. Alright then, Gil, what do you pick? Truth. What's your last name? Dare, I picked Dare! Try to make a sugar rush with your eyes closed. Alright. Here. This is a beer. Well, it works, I think. My turn, right? Well, pick me! You, the dog. Oh, come on! Dare! I dare you! No, I'm the one that dares you. Bring it on! Sit. Yes, sir, yes, sir! You're not sitting. Sir, yes, sir! Whatever, you did it. Alright, you, the blonde. Bet me. Whatever. Your hands are cold.
Colder than your usual hands, I guess. Alright then, Jill. I'll go with Dare. Give me a shoulder massage. Really? Really. Alright. Pretty good at this. My grandma taught me how years ago. How old were you when your grandpa died? 14 or so, if memory serves right. Then he was... Sorry. Gotta use the bathroom. Jill, what did that massage do exactly? It was a regular massage. I might have accidentally unclasped her bra, though. It felt like something snapped. Well, just imagine the pressure the poor thing must be subject to. You have a pretty triumphant look on your face, though. Wouldn't you? I wonder. If everybody's done talking about my bra, let's move on. I wonder how long until the food is done. Click on the portrait of the person you want to pick. I'll pick Boss. Alright, Boss, pick. Jill picked Dana, who chose Truth. Truth me. How'd you get your arm? On second thought, dare me. Lift Gil by the neck of his shirt. Alright. Huh? What? Happy? I guess. Who cares? I didn't hear about your arm. I do. I care. Alright, Gil. Now that I have you in this position, answer me. I didn't pick. You're in no position to pick. Now answer. Did you live in Scotland for 2 years? Scotland? No. Guess that rules out a couple of possibilities. Chief? What? Oh, right. I'm still lifting you. Sorry. And now she apologizes. Guess it's my turn. Alma, truth or dare? Ah, dare. Ooh, I have a suggestion. You stay quiet. Fine. How strong are those arms of yours? It's still my muscles under them, so not very. Although not having fleshy skin makes things easier. Wait, that's a truth, not a dare. I just wanted to make sure. I dare you to break this nut with your hands. Okay. Well, that was easy. Holy shit, Gil, are you really into that? Huh? Asking a woman to break a nut in her hands and then watching her eat it, does that turn you on? What? Wait. Is this an actual thing that turns guys on? I need to know for professional reasons. Ugh. You're a pervert, Gilbert. Gil, wait. That was close this time. My turn then? Alright, Jill, pick. Truth. Alright then, what's your most embarrassing childhood dream? Elaborate? For example, when I was a girl, I wanted to be a professional puzzle master. I guess in a way I feel I accomplished that, but you get it. I wanted to be a ventriloquist. What? When I was a child, I liked this show called Lucia's Funhouse. The one with the women in the house with all the talking stuff? That one. My parents divorced when I was around 6, I think. My mom was on tour with an orchestra and my dad was working constantly. I spent a lot of time with my grandpa, but he slept a lot, so I was on my own a lot of the time. I like to pretend things like chairs or beds could talk, and since AI wasn't so advanced back then... Well, anyways, I went to a magic show once and there was this guy making a puppet talk. My dad told me he was a ventriloquist, so I kind of obsessed about wanting to be one. Even today, I'd be lying if I said that I didn't think about it every now and again. So that's why you pretend 4 can talk. She what? Nothing. I'm getting hungry. I'll go with Dorothy. What could go wrong? Alright, Dorothy. Dare. Do something freaky. Like removing my head? Removing your... Because I can remove my head with no problem. You want me to remove my head? I'll pass. I'll take your word for it. Anybody want to see it? Nope. No, thank you. I do, but I'm not going to be the party pooper here. Fine. I guess it's my turn now. Dana, what do you pick? I'll pick Truth. If you had to marry Honey or John, who would you pick? Probably Jill. Huh? I mean, she's cute, she's smart, and I kind of own Gil anyways, so it's kind of redundant. Speaking of Gil, truth or truth, fuckboy? Pick one for me. Well, where were you born? I don't really know. It's one of those things I can't remember or was never informed about. Strangely, I do remember an early childhood in the Arctic of all places. The Arctic, huh? Just, huh? A bell? Food's ready. Finally. Let's go. You guys go ahead. I'll have a quick smoke outside. Careful. Truth or dare, huh? It was fun, I guess. Hey. Hey, Alma. I mean, hello. A bit late for the hello, don't you think? You want one? You know I don't smoke. True that. You leaving already? Yeah, technically we celebrated Mega Christmas yesterday, so... But I just got a message that Diana's making a ruckus, so I gotta leave. Good luck with that. Speaking of ruckus, how have you been doing? Fine, I guess. All this has helped me keep my mind off things for a while. Is it weird to feel the absence of someone you had no contact with whatsoever for the last 3 years? I asked Katyusha or any of the old literature maidens whose spouse went to war types. I mean, even if you had no contact with her, maybe she was constantly on your mind. If you tweak the circumstances, it's not that different from one of you going to war. I guess. Although the circumstances make me not want to, I've, gotta go. Careful out there. Oh yeah, you should take the chance and spend this time with everybody inside, don't you think? Yeah, she's right. Hey, Jill's back. Rent is due on the 30th. Please make sure your account has the necessary 10,000 or you will be evicted. Oh, I thought we were done with the whole bill paying thing. That probably would have been nicer to know prior to this time. I wouldn't have bought the PC if I had known that. We're sitting at 2,500 with like 3 days left because I think on the 30th we get charged. That might be a little bit rough. I don't know what we're going to do. This is going to suck. We might get the bad ending. I wasn't planning on an extra 10,000 in expenditures. Weak. Good evening. Hey, Jill. Gil is in the back sorting out ingredients in the shipment. I've got things to do. The dog's in charge, okay? Bye. Wait, what? Wait, the dog what? Okay, first order. Bet me. No. Bet me. No. I'm in charge and I want you to pet me. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Hey, Jay! Won't pet you. You'll pet me sooner or later. They all do. Won't. Will. You called? He said Will, not Gil. Ah. Who the hell is Will? Nobody. Don't be rude with poor Will. There's no Will. Do you need me to psych you up then? Shut up. Who, me or Will? Ugh. You go back to whatever you were doing. Alright. And you, stand by. Only if you bet me. Go. What the fuck just happened? You just got Abbott and Costello is what just happened. Well, aren't we spirited today? Welcome to Valhalla, Virgilio. Why do you sound so weird? Because I hate you. I hate your guts and I wish you never came in. You were the worst. You were legitimately a human being for which I feel malice. You didn't show up with a bombastic soliloquy. Well, putting up an act can be tiring, you know. So it's all an act then? Wasn't it obvious? I guess. Would you mind getting me a Bleeding Jane? Sure. Bleeding Jane. Gonna lose my house soon, Bleeding Jane. How do you blend something that has... Well, I guess you can throw it in the blender. The Bleeding Jane. Yeah, this is just the thing. So, tired of putting on an act. You care to explain? It's a long story, and I'd rather not talk about it right now. Fair enough. What made you change your mind, though? Well, for one thing, it's safer for me now. The pompous buffoon act was mostly a way to avoid raising suspicion. Safer? There's a word that's been losing meaning lately. Wait, that was your way of avoiding suspicion? Yep. You do know how weird that sounds, right? It sounds weird? You try not to raise suspicion, but you act in a bombastic manner that screams you're here. And everybody dismisses the fool as a buffoon and moves on. Huh? I mean, you might be right if I were talking about hiding myself, but I'm avoiding certain crowds of people. Yes, my behavior might call everyone's attention, but then everyone just decides I'm harmless and disregards me. And depending on how erratic my actions are, I become harder to read, giving me yet another layer of enigma. Well, congrats. No offense, but I fell right into your plan. I just dismissed your actions as those of a fool and moved on. You completely fooled me. And me, apparently. I still hate him, though. Thanks. Say, can you give me something spicy? Sure. Spicy drinks. What's the most expensive? There it is. There you go. Aren't you fascinated by spiciness? What's spicy for humans might not be spicy for other animals. Hell, what's toxic for us might not be for other creatures. Do you like spicy things, bartender? I don't mind them, I guess, but I'm not really a fan. That neutral stance is actually weird to come across. Everyone either loves spicy things or hates them with a passion. Do you like it? Lots, not only in regards to painfully spicy things, but also the way mild or slight spice adds to a meal. I've always had this dream of opening a curry stand. As things are, I might actually pursue that dream. Well, let me know if you do. I haven't had curry in ages now. Hey, bartender? Call me Jill. I wanted to apologize. You put up with me all this time without lashing out, and I should apologize for my behavior, and I thank you for that. Don't worry, I actually feel like I was too rude to you the last time you came. Granted, you came at a really bad time, but I should be the one apologizing. You're a client, after all. Well, don't. I'm actually surprised that nobody else has violently lashed out at me yet. You're making me curious as to who you really are, though. Is Virgilio even your last name? It might be, it might not. Sometimes I wonder if I'm a magnet for people who hide their identities in sordid pasts. Gil, Jamie, you. Did you say something? Just rambling. Pay me no mind. Now that I think about it, how'd you find the bar? I was avoiding some chaps and came to the alley. Again. Again, in my time here, I've heard avoided people and ended up here enough times to make me believe that the original owner built the bar here thinking about the runaway public. You make me sound like a criminal. You're not helping. The expression runaway doesn't just mean people escaping the law, though. We've had people avoiding stalkers, solicitors. I've seen people more shocked by an insistent salesman than a shady figure. Maybe because a salesman is a more active predator? I don't really know. A troublesome part of the city right near the shopping district. Let them know there's a bar, and I guess they'll come. Sorry, I should stop rambling to myself so much. I don't mind it. Do you think I'm sort of a criminal, though? Like I said, you're not helping. For all I know, you might be the buffoon I've seen the other days. In any case, can I get something bitter here? Got it. Something bitter. What's the most expensive bitter thing that we can make? I don't like how it's alphabetized in here. Like, I feel like it should be organized by batches, so when you click on, like, spicy drinks, it should only give you the 4 spicy drinks that exist. Like, it gives you them right here, but if you click on one, it should put you in, like, a private playlist of drinks that have that thing, so you can just click through those real fast to decide what you want to make. I want something bitter. Gut punches, nah, that's too cheap. Pile driver is 160. Suplex is 160. Grizzly Temple, 220. There we go. Gotta optimize. Here. This works. You like coffee, Miss Bartender? As weird as it may sound from a smoking bartender, no, I don't. Well, I get it. It's not for everybody. That bandage girl came here last time. What about her? I feel like I've met her here before. I've been thinking about it a lot, but I can't put my finger on it. Maybe you need to stop thinking about it. Answers usually come to you when you stop stressing out. You might be right. Well, I'll leave you for now, bartender. Thanks for everything. With that, we'll call it a day. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for coming and watching me lose my house being a bartender. I'll see you all in future episodes of Valhalla. Bye, everybody.